Alright, you guys, I'm going straight back to the reading, so let's continue. Ray didn't seem to notice. I'm supposed to meet this girlfriend of mine, but I told Snake I'd meet him back at the hotel at 3. He's here doing publicity, and now it's nearly 2:15. You know, Snake freaks out if you're late, and I'm always in retard. It's just a question of handling men properly, Amelia said. But I do remember that Snake hates to be kept waiting. You must tell him hello for me, darling. But if you forget, don't worry about it. I'll be seeing him in a month anyway. He invited me to go skiing, just as friends, of course. Of course, Ray said. There was an awkward pause. Ray looked directly at Carrie, who wanted to throw her napkin over her head. Please, she thought, please don't ask my name. Well, maybe I'll give her a call, Ray said. Why don't you do that, Amelia asked. The phone's right over there. Ray departed. Momentarily, anyway. She's fucked everybody, Carrie said, including Mr. Big. Oh, please, sweet pea, I don't care about that, Amelia said. If a woman wants to sleep with a man, makes the choice, it's her business, but she's not a good person. I've heard that she wanted to be one of Madame Alex's girlfriends, but even Alex thought she was too crazy. So, how does she survive? Amelia raised her right eyebrow. She was silent for a moment. In the end, she was a lady through and through, having been raised on Fifth Avenue with a coming-out ball, the whole works. But Carrie really wanted to know. She takes gifts. A Bulgari watch, a Harry Winston necklace, clothing, cars, a bungalow on somebody's property, someone who wants to help her, and cash. She has a child. There are lots of rich men out there who take pity, these actors with their millions. They'll write a check for $50,000, sometimes just to go away. Oh, please, she said, looking at Carrie. Don't be so shocked. You've always were such an innocent sweet pea. But then you've always had a career. Even if you were starving, you had a career. Women like Ray and I, we don't want to work. I've always just wanted to live. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Amelia had quit smoking, but she picked up one of Carrie's cigarettes and waited for the waiter to light it. How many times have I called you crying, no money, wondering what I was going to do, where I was going to go next? Oh my God. Sorry guys, it's just a lot to read, and I'm like, really? Men promise things and don't deliver. If I could have been a call girl, it would have been so much easier. It's not the sex that's the problem. If I like a man, I'm going to do it anyway. But the fact that you'll never be on their level, you're an employee, but at least you might walk away with some cash. She raised her eyebrows and shrugged. My way. Well, is there any future? And you've got to keep up. The clothes and the body. The exercise classes, the massages, facials, plastic surgery, it's expensive. Look at Ray. She's had her breasts done, lips, buttocks. She's not young, darling, over 40. What you see is all she's got. She mashed her cigarette in the ashtray. Why am I smoking? It's so bad for the skin. I wish you'd stop, sweet pea. But you remember, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was sick, flat broke, sharing a bedroom with a student, for Christ's sake. In a lousy flat because that was all I could afford. $150 a month. I had to go on welfare so I could get my medical care to have the baby. I had to take the bus to the country hospital, or county hospital. And when I really needed help, sweet pea, there were no men around. I was alone, except for a few of my good girlfriends. At that moment, Ray reappeared at the table, biting her lower lip. Don't y'all mind, she said. This girl's going to show up momentarily, but in the meantime, I need a cocktail. Waiter, bring me a vodka martini, straight up. She sat down. She didn't look at Carrie. Hey, I want to talk to you about Snake, Ray said to Amelia. He told me he was with you. Did he? Amelia asked. Well, you know, Snake and I, we have a intellectual relationship. Do you now? And I just thought he was pretty good fuck, who was good with my kid, Ray said. I ain't worried about that. I just don't think I can trust the guy. I thought he was engaged to somebody, Amelia said. Some dark-haired woman who's having his baby. Oh, shit. Carmelita or something like that. She's like an auto mechanic from Nowheresville. Yata. Or Utah. Snake was going skiing and his car broke down and he took it to a garage. And she was with her wrench and she needed to slip. Nah, he's trying to get rid of her. It's very simple then, Amelia said. You just get some spices. Or you just get some spies. I have my masseuse and my maid. Sit them your masseuse or chauffeur and then have them report back to you. God damn it, Ray screamed. She opened her large red lipstick mouth and leaned back precariously in her chair, laughing hysterically. Her blonde hair was nearly white, perfectly straight. She was a freak, all right, but amazingly sexy. I knew I liked you, she said. The chair thumped to the floor and Ray nearly crashed into the table. Everyone in the restaurant was looking. Amelia was laughing, almost hiccuping. How come we're not better friends? Ray asked. That's what I want to know. Gee, Ray, I have no idea, Amelia said. She was just smiling now. Maybe it has something to do with Brewster. That goddamn little shit actor, Ray said. You mean those lies that I told him about you because I wanted to get him for myself? Well, shit, honey. Can you blame me? He had the biggest willy in L.A. When I saw the thing, we were out to dinner at a restaurant, and he puts my hand on it underneath the table, and I got so excited I took it out of his pants and started rubbing it. And one of the waitresses saw it and started screaming because it was so big. Then we got thrown out. I said, that thing is mine. I ain't sharing it with anyone. He was pretty big, Amelia said. Pretty big? Honey, he was like a horse, Ray said. You know, I'm an expert in bed. I'm the best any man ever had. But when you get to my level, something happens. The average size cock just doesn't do anything for you anymore. Oh, yeah. I'll sleep with those guys, but I tell them all I've got to be able to go out and get my little bit of fun, my satisfaction. Ray had only had 3/4 of her martini, but something seemed to be happening to her. It was like the high beams were on, but no one was driving. Oh, yeah, she said. I just love that filled-up feeling. Give it to me, baby. Do me. She started rocking her pelvis against the chair. She half raised her right arm, closed her eyes. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh. She ended with a squeal and opened her eyes. She was staring straight at Carrie as if she suddenly noticed her for the first time. What's your name, honey? She asked. And Carrie suddenly recalled a story about how Copley Duncan had sex with Hooray on a couch in the middle of a party in front of everyone. Carrie, she said. Carrie? Ray asked. Have I met you? No, Amelia said. She's a great girl, one of us, but an intellectual, a writer. You gotta write my story, Ray said. I'm telling you, my life would be a bestseller. So much stuff has happened to me. I'm a survivor. She looked to Amelia for affiliation. Look at us. We're both survivors. The other girl's like us. Sandra. She's in AA and works all the time and never goes out, Amelia said. Gabriella? Call girl? Marit? Went crazy. Detoxed in Silver Hill. Tell me about it, Ray said. I've heard she freaked out on your couch and you had to take her to the bug house. She's out now. Has a job. PR. Poor relations, I call it, Ray said. They want to use her for her social connections, but her eyes are so glazed over you can hardly talk to her. She just sits there like a bug while they paw through her Rolodex. Carrie couldn't help it. She laughed. Ray glared at her. Well, it ain't funny, you know? Alright, you guys, that is the end of Chapter 7. And of course, the story is starting to get even more and more interesting. Well, you guys, I have to upload these videos, so I'm going to get off of here for now. Thank you for tuning in to today's Sex in the City series. I'm going to try to record more reading for tomorrow, but tomorrow's my long day, you know, 6 to 2, 4 to 11. So I'm not sure if I'm going to come on or not to do another reading, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, be sure to comment. Let me know what you guys think, of course, about this series so far. And if you have not listened to chapters 1 through 6 so far. Be sure to go back and listen to those chapters. Let me know what you think so that this does make sense to you guys. So far, Charlotte Samantha has been introduced. We have not met Miranda yet in this book. But Carrie has already met Mr. Big. It's just talking about her different friends, modelizers, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's very interesting. But anyway, guys, go back and tune in because I think people are skipping parts, and we don't want that. Also, I did the Joy of Gay Sex series yesterday, so be sure to go back on my Charlie's Unique channel and check out some of the topics that I did yesterday. I will not be doing any more topics today on the Joy of Gay Sex, only because I'm all readed out. I don't feel like reading it anymore today, just to be totally honest. So if I messed up on a few parts during my reading, I'm sorry, no comment. But it's the way that I got woke up this morning, you guys, and that's why I'm kind of in this mood right now, so yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will definitely talk back to you guys really soon. Be sure to check out all my hot topics of the day that I also put on, some very interesting topics, and talk to you guys soon. Alright, and Sex in the City is out for today, so holla back, y'all. Till next time, you guys.